Hi guys, just a quick look at the differences between scanners and receivers. First difference straight away is the frequency range. This goes from 25 megahertz up to about 1.3 gigahertz with a small gap around 760 megahertz, I think, without looking. Receivers normally go from one frequency to another, and it's normally quite low down to incorporate or just to be a HF receiver. So this goes from 10 kilohertz up to 2.6 gigahertz because it's a wide range communications receiver, whereas some will be HF receivers. They'll go from about 100 kilohertz ish or 50 or 10 up to about 30 megahertz only in the HF band. But this one's a wide range receiver, so this one goes the HF bands and up to the bottom edge of this 25 megahertz and beyond the top edge of this one. One of the reasons for that is scanners have normally only got AM, narrow FM and wide FM, like broadcast FM. Some have got maybe narrow AM, but I don't think so. I think they just normally stick to these three sort of modes, whereas receivers have always got, or nearly always got, AM, FM, continuous wave, synchronous AM on this model here for the HF bands and shortwave listening, sideband, upper and lower sideband, radio teletype, things like that. A lot of different modes. That's a big difference there. So the frequency, these normally start at 25, these normally start right low down, 10 kilohertz, something like that. The receivers also can go a lot higher, but if it's a HF receiver, it'll only go to about 30 megahertz. Some go to 60. The ICOM ICR75 goes to 60 megahertz, and that's a HF and a low VHF radio. So scanners will scan. They're very simple to program in the channels you scan. They will search between two frequencies, and they'll do it quickly, very easily, where receivers usually either haven't got a scan and search function, like I don't think the ICOM, the ICR75, I'm not sure, but the ICR71E certainly hasn't got a search function, and hasn't got a scan function because you can program channels, but it doesn't search them. So they don't usually have it, but the later ones and the more advanced ones tend to have scan and search functions, just so you can use a receiver as a scanner. In fact, it makes a very good scanner, apart from its complexity. And of course, the scanner can also be used, providing it's within its frequency range, as a receiver. If you just want to listen to a channel, if I want to go listen to one of my channels there, put it in manual, I'm in channel mode there. If I just want to listen to someone on the 2 meters or the 10 or 11 meter band, channel 19 UK 40, look, I can just sit there and receive like a receiver. One of the other differences is obviously a receiver has normally got IF bandwidth choices. This hasn't got any IF bandwidth choices apart from wide FM and narrow FM, where this one's got a few choices, to say the least. This is probably the most flexible radio I've seen for actual set IF bandwidths. Look, 6, 3, 6, 15, 30, 110, 220. So that's a really wide variation of bandwidths there. So really good. Yeah, so that's one of the main differences. You get that as well. You know, oops, I meant to actually trying to turn the volume because the squelch is backwards. It confuses me sometimes. Yeah, so scanners will scan quickly. Some of the scanners are quicker than some of the old receivers, or more functional scanning and searching. This one's a good example of a scanner a receiver that really does everything really well. It's a very good radio. This one is a good example of a radio that looks really nice and does scanning quite well, but doesn't actually do receiving that well because it's not the most sensitive of tools, but it looks nice. Okay guys, that's it. I'm going to write some things down. That's just a quick off the cuff one, just to get something out there. I'm going to write some points down and do a proper video, maybe break out one of the other receivers that's more of a traditional receiver with no scan and search functions, and put it against a scanner like this or an older scanner or something. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.